Hey, what's going on, everybody? Now, I know a lot of you guys have been asking for more videos with Jane. If you don't know who Jane is my 2010 2SS Camaro that I absolutely love. This is my baby right here. How you doing? Good? I know. She just wants me to get started on this work. And what I have for you guys today is an Eibach anti-roll kit sway bar, which is this bad boy right here. Now, Jane handles pretty well, but this is going to improve that handling, especially as I'm whipping around corners. There's a lot of kids in my town with neons that think they're fast, and I just gotta blow them away. So, I mean, we don't go over 35, obviously. So we get the anti-roll kit right here, and our new friends over at AutoShepherd.com sent me this kit, and in addition to sending me the kit, what they did is they're gonna provide you guys a 10% coupon off anything on their website. So the link in the info section below, if you have a 2010 Camaro, whether it's a V6, V8, SS, 2SS, RS, the kit's there for you, link in the info section below. And the 10% coupon can be used no matter what you have. If you need an OEM part for your car or truck, or a performance part, the promo code is going to be SCOTTH, and that's the info section below as well. So, we're getting started with installing this kit. We have everything we need. We got our tools, jack, sway bar, jack stands, because you be very careful when you do stuff like this. If you're underneath the car, you don't want it to fall on top of you. And the first step is going to be removing the passenger side front tire. So we're going to do that real quick, then get underneath the car and install the sway bar. So we'll see you guys in a minute. So my brother George is going to loosen up the lug nuts on the tire. First thing we're going to do is get them nice and loose. We already have one jack under the car to lift it up a little bit so we can fit the big jack underneath. Use those muscles.
Do what I can.
Scott Herman Fitness. There you go. And we pop the hood too to get some light in there. We get a floodlight we'll use if we need to as well, especially so you guys can see what's going on. All right, let's jack it up.
Just gonna jack it up and take the rest of the bolts out.
Yeah, and we're just gonna jack it up high enough to get the tire off, and then fit the jack stands underneath.
Well, we probably want to go up higher so you can get the sway bar under there, right?
Yeah, and our bodies, I guess. So we'll go a little higher. Jack it up.
You want to be sure to put the jack on the frame.
Yeah. I've seen lots of people jack their car up and then they wonder why when they put it down it's not straight. And things break too. So we see what we got this on here. So we had to use the smaller jack to get underneath and lift it a little bit. And then we get the big jack on the frame right there. Yeah, I'm gonna get the light. So I'm gonna go get the light, take this tire off, put the jack stand in, and we'll be back in a second. Alright, so we wanted to show you guys the difference between the new sway bar, the Eibach, and the old one. And you can see a huge difference in the thickness, which is really gonna help us out. So George is holding it so you guys can check it out. So we're gonna go ahead and take this one apart. And as you can see, I keep the car pretty clean. The sticker's still on everything. So yeah, we're gonna take this one off, throw the new one in, and get started. And the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna remove the bolt on this side, and then work our way over to the other side. And there's also some bushings up here that have to be replaced as well, and then lubricated. So we have all that stuff in the kit. So we're gonna get started on removing those things, and we'll give you guys a play-by-play on how to install it. So you're going to use all the OEM bolts to bolt the stuff back down. You can see the brackets have spots for bolts right there. And you'll notice that there's two holes on the sway bar. Now, if you put it on the top hole, the directions say right here, that's the softest setting. So if we put the bar in using this hole right here, this top hole, what it's going to do, it's going to reduce understeer, and it's to use in the rain or on slick roads, on rough roads or bumpy roads, and it increases comfort. But we're going to put it on setting B, and that reduces oversteer, and it's mainly used on dry roads and tracks. You can also use it on smooth roads and tracks. And then if you're going to put it on setting B, you definitely don't want to use your car on wet or slick roads. And that's what we have the Scion for now. So Jane's only going to be coming out on those nice sunshiny days. What, are you having trouble over there, tough guy?
Well, not really having trouble.
You can't just get it off with a ratchet?
No.
This is George's head.
Hopefully I'm not balding.
Yeah, and you guys don't have to do the install with the Eibach sway bar on the ground in your way. Eibach. Sorry. With the Eibach sway bar on the ground. We're just doing that so it looks cool for you. And the reason why we took the passenger side tire off is because you have to actually slide it in through that side. There's no other way to get this thing out. What is there, 2 bolts on it?
Well, the stud moves as well.
Nice. So we're going to go ahead and get this bar out. Be back with you guys shortly.
Alright, if you want to, we can talk a little bit if you want.
Yeah, so I'm taking off the driver's side right now.
It's about time you get your hands dirty.
Yeah, I get them dirty all the time.
Oh man, I can barely see you doing that because your muscles are in the way.
Yeah, I'm going to take this side off quicker because George can only turn 1 wrench at a time, and I can turn them both in opposite directions.
Whose tools are you using?
One of mine and one of yours. Because when you let your friends borrow your tools, they destroy them and lose them.
That is true.
Alrighty. It's so nice to work on a car that doesn't have rust everywhere. Because if this was my 84 Camaro, I'd be snapping bolts.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. A couple more turns. And then as soon as we get this bolt off, we're going to go after the bushings next. Nice. I'm going to use my fingers because I'm so tough. I don't need your tool. I don't know why you're using that rubber hammer. It's out.
What? I'm not using anything right now.
No, when you were.
Oh, yours slid right out?
Yeah, slid right out.
It must be just the pressure on my side.
Bam! Bolt out. All right, bushing time. All right, so now we're gonna take out the bushings, and it's a 13mm socket that we're gonna use. Give him a little tour here.
I don't know if I can get a socket in here though.
You can't get it in there?
I don't know. I might need to use a wrench. Do you have a wrench?
Yeah, I got a 13 wrench. Oh, it's not deep enough? It's not deep enough?
No, it's deep enough, but I can't get the socket in there, like, and the ratchet and twist it. You might be able to. You might have room on your side. Scott, you didn't get this thing come out.
What?
You said this came out, but it didn't.
Yeah, it is, dude. It's out.
The bolt is off, yeah, just like mine, but it's still in here.
Well, it's not going to be able to come out until we take these off.
I know. These are actually pretty, not wicked tight, so it's easy to take them out.
And so,
yeah.
George is taking off the passenger side bracket. He's using a 13mm socket.
Wrench.
Oh, using a wrench?
Yeah.
His side needs a wrench. My side actually has, the passenger side has enough room for a socket, so I get to do it the easy way.
Yeah, you do.
Alright, so we finally got the original sway bar out. I'm not going to lie, it took us about 25 minutes to do it. You really got to spin it and turn it to get it out just the right way. Just make sure you be extra careful while you're doing it so you don't break anything. Okay, so we got the original bar out right here. And look at the size difference between these two bars. Isn't that pretty crazy? I'm pretty excited to get the new sway bar and see how it's going to do. So the Eibach directions, which are right here, say the next thing to do once you get this out is you want to put these rubber guys on, and you want to put the lubricant on the inside. So what I'm going to do is put some lubricant inside here, and I'm going to do it for both. Now I'm going to put mine mostly in the middle, a little bit on the outsides, but once I put it on there and spin it a couple times, it's going to spread. So I'm going to lube it up. I'm going to use half the tube on this one and the other half on the other one, and whatever's extra is going to come out. And we'll just clean it off and wipe it off. You can never have too much lube. So we got one of those. brackets are much nicer looking than those two. And you can see later on, if you want to put more lubricant in, you can put it right to the top right here. So we'll just finish this off. Now you want to make sure you put these on correctly, and I'll show you what I mean by that in a minute. And the easiest way to make sure you're doing it right is to line it up with the old one. So if you take the old bar and line it up, obviously these are going to go on the inside of these divots right here. So I'll put one on just like this.
Twist it good.
Yeah, I'll twist it really good. Put this one on right here. And twist it around a little bit. Get nice and tight. And now comes the fun part. And we're going to slide this bar in, and then we're going to secure it down using the original parts and these brackets, and we should be good to go. So next step, let's put it in the car. Now we took the old one out through the passenger's tire, so the next one, we're going to put it in back through. Alright? So see you guys in a minute. Alright, so we're going to slide the new bar in right to the passenger side. George is going to help me out. We're going to do it together because we don't want to scratch this thing up too bad trying to slide it in. Because then it defeats the purpose of it looking cool and red. It takes away horsepower.
Hope my body's not in the way.
Yeah, it probably is. It's okay.
Well, they'll see it, Tom.
Alright.
You can edit it.
Wow, that's already like a million times easier. Jesus, that thing's huge.
That's what she said.
Yeah, I was going to say this.
Alright, we gotta twist it.
Alright, you're right on the bolt. You lift it up and push. Alright, so we finally got the sway bar in. It took me like 20-30 minutes to get it in there. There's a lot of twisting and turning that goes on getting that in. So now that it's in, we got it on setting B right here, which is for to take care of the getting rid of the understeering. And I'm going to put the brackets on top. I already have the rubber bushings up there. And these just slide in right where the original ones go. And all I'm going to do is take the washers that it came with. Got 4 of them, 2 for each side. I'm going to put them in. And now what you always want to do, no matter what you're doing, no matter what you're installing, is you never tighten down one side totally before you tighten the other side. So what I'm going to do is get all the bolts started everywhere and then tighten them down together. So I have all the bolts. I'm using all the original bolts. Got to put them back in. There's one there. One there. This one over here. Now if you're like most mechanics, like myself, when you take bolts out, you usually put them down in a spot so you remember where they went. So if you're helping your friend, don't ever move his bolts. Sean moved one of my bolts once and almost slapped him. Alright, so we got this one. Alright, so now I'm going to tighten this up. Then we put the wheel back on. And hopefully it won't be raining too bad outside. It's raining right now. Go for a little test drive. And I'll let you guys know exactly how it feels. See you soon. Alright, so we're done. We got everything in. Hands are nice and dirty, which means we did a good job. So now what we're going to do is we're going to toss that tire back on, lower the car, go for a little test drive. So remember, if you guys want to check out the site, it's autoshepherd.com. They're a really great company, and they have an unheard of 365-day return policy. So make sure you check them out. Links are in the info section below. The link for the part is there, as well as the promo code for 10% off anything on the store. So thanks for hanging out with me and Jade and my bro George. And until the next install, we'll see you guys later. Hey, so I had to basically wait a day to really test out the car because it was raining yesterday. So I'm here today, I'm in the car now. For the sway bar, it's hard to really tell a difference unless you go in super fast, and unfortunately I don't have access to a track to really try that out and test it out. So what I do have is a big parking lot, and what I've noticed mostly driving the car is that, you know, when I take a hard turn, you go to point to the front real quick, I can tell, especially with my hood, is the car will kind of float up. See, I'm taking a right turn, it'll float up a little bit, and now with the Eibach sway bar in on setting B, I noticed the front end digs down a little more. I can take the corner a little harder. So the little improvement just makes the drive, when you're driving aggressive, a lot more fun. It makes you feel safer because the car, you're in total control of the car. So I'm gonna go slow, but I'll give you guys a quick demonstration of just taking a hard turn to the right, and maybe you can be able to tell. So let's go straight. So I'll go like 20, and then it just digs right in, real easy. So you can tell it's not too much float going on. And now I'm gonna have my buddy Ryan, who's being the camera guy right now. He's gonna stand outside. All right, so now I'm gonna do it quick. I'm gonna drive at Ryan. He's holding the camera, he trusts me. And I'm just gonna turn the car really quick to the right. You guys can see the front end kind of dig in a little bit more. So back in a second. As you guys can see, a little more control. Brian's still alive. The car handles well. So thank you, Auto Shepherd. Remember, guys, details in the info section below. 10% coupon. Those deals are in the info section below as well. I'll see you guys later.